Yo guys, how's it going? If you're watching this video, you are probably coming from Grant the Goat's channel, and that's awesome. You probably saw his video with Tico, and you came here to see how I made it, and you realized I didn't have a tutorial. Well, that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to teach you guys how I made uh, the salty video featuring Tico. Okay, just to start, I'm going to strip everything down to the basic components. And to start is the footage. First things first, we're going to start off with the basics. We're going to start off with the transitions. You'll notice I put the transitions on basically every clip, and that just helped with flow of the video and movement. So in the description, I'm going to leave a link to a tutorial on how to install some presets that I'll also link in the description. And you can totally make these on your own. They're very simple, but for the purposes of this video, I will just show you using these presets. Okay, so once you have those presets installed, you're going to see I have two different clips here. I have this one of Tico, and then I have another one of Tico in a different spot. So in Premiere, what you're going to want to do is you're going to go to your presets, and you can see right here I have my zoom presets, and I liked the classic zoom in and classic zoom out. So these two transitions are the ones that I used in the Grant and Tico video. In order to transition these, we're going to need to put one on the end of this clip and one on the beginning of this clip. So we're going to do the zoom in for this one. For this first clip, we're going to just drag on the out, and now you'll see when we go to the end of the clip, it zooms in like that, and it gets brighter and it blurs. So you see, it doesn't look very smooth. It kind of just goes. It kind of just goes in and then stops right there. That is because you need to add this other part of the transition to the second clip. And you'll see what happens now is when this one zooms in, this one also zooms in. Now you'll notice right here, and even when I play it forward, there's a lot of tiling going on, and that's to stretch the video and make it look nicer. Normally that would be a problem, but since we added a letterbox at the end, it kind of cuts it out and you don't really see it. There is a fix for this though. All you're going to want to do is just scale the video up so you don't get the gross tiling. And transitions are that simple. It's really just as simple as that. Now we'll move on to the fake motion I added to each clip. You'll see here the original shot is very still, very calm like this, just a straight shot. However, in the final, you'll notice it's very shaky. And that is because I added a shake plugin from the Sapphire pack, which I'll link in the description below. It is really pricey. However, After Effects comes with an effect called Wiggle, which essentially does the exact same thing. So I pretty much just added Wiggle to every clip at different speeds to kind of add some motion to it and make it look nicer. Now, if you have Shake and you drop it on, the settings I used for this simple slight motion was 0.5 amplitude and 2 on frequency. The amplitude, you'll notice if I put the amplitude up, the distance that it shakes is going to be much greater over the same amount of time. But if I use the same amplitude and I up the frequency, you'll see it will shake a lot faster. Now this shot of Tico pointing at the thumbnail to his original song was a very requested one, so I figured we'd go over this one in depth. So you see here we have the original shot of Tico pointing, doing the emote here. And all I did was add on this thumbnail. I added a little bit more of that shake to the picture, and I added a drop shadow to look like it was in the game. Then I selected both clips, right-clicked, and I hit Nest, and you get this one sequence here, which I then added shake to, so the whole thing would shake, and these looked like they were in the same video. Now, for people asking how I did this little zoom in here, all you have to do is keyframe the position and the scale, move forward a few frames, and zoom in. Once you move forward a few frames, then you can zoom in and move it so it's in the place you want to. Once I had all these clips together, I went ahead and colored it, and you can see the difference here without color and with color. All I had to do for that was up the contrast here, up the highlights, and up the saturation just a little bit. And to make it easier so it applies to every single clip, what you want to do is click in your project here, File, New, Adjustment Layer, hit OK, and then drag it on top of all your videos. That will now apply to every single clip you use. After color, all I had to do to make it look more cinematic was add the letterbox. And I'll leave a link to this letterbox. All you have to do is drag it and drop it on top of the whole thing. And it looks like that. And it's as simple as that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was helpful. If you guys still have questions, leave them in the comments below. Let me know what you're editing on. I will try my best to get around to making a tutorial on that software as well. Thanks, guys, and peace.